Let's get moving.
All right, just don't kill Rhea. Just don't kill Rhea for a minute. We've already missed the timer anyway, haven't we? Oh, yeah, incredibly so. We're going to nail everything else, though. Honestly, I'm not sure I could, unless I was higher level to kill stuff faster, I don't think I could have done this. Like, I could have maybe done this, like, 2 minutes faster, but not, like, 4 minutes faster like I needed to. All right, just giving Dorothea... Oh, dude, they move so fast. All right, Dorothea's got it. She's got it. I think I defeated Rhea a second too soon.
I yield you the monastery for now, Edelgard. But know this, there will be no forgiveness for your blasphemous actions this day.
No, I don't expect there will be. Take heart, everyone. Garreg Mach has fallen, and victory is ours.
I think I saw Dorothea was basically at the chest, so I was like, oh, I'll start comboing.
Rhea, are you hurt?
Oh, dude, I totally forgot about Catherine until now. Why wasn't she a part of the fight? Oh, she must have been part of the group that they said went somewhere else to, like, handle the Western Church or whatever. But I saw Dorothea right next to the chest, and I was like, oh, I can start hitting Rhea now, and by the time I kill her, she'll have already gotten the chest and everything. But then Rhea died in, like, 2 swings of the sword. I don't think that Dorothea opened the chest in time.
Oh, Catherine, you came.
Not soon enough. Garreg Mach is done for.
It is all right. For now, we must retreat. This path is unknown to the Empire. It will take us out to Aelel, the Valley of Torment. From there, we make for Fargus to seek aid.
The Empire attacked from the east, which means at least some of the Alliance's lords must have aligned with them. But those of the Kingdom are devout. We can trust them. I have already sent a messenger ahead requesting reinforcements, and, should the need arise, asylum.
In that case, I'll talk to my parents and ask for their assistance as well. Regardless, we should hurry. We can't let the Empire get ahead of us and send troops onto Kingdom soil. Now, follow me, if you would.
Thank you, Catherine. Let Edelgard have Garreg Mach for now. Let her enjoy this fleeting moment of glee. Because when we return here, Edelgard von Hresvelg will suffer a death beyond her greatest imagining.
I won't let you touch my waifu. Yeah, that completion time is killer. That's really rough. Give me these level ups. I actually meant before we went into that mission, I meant to go and spend gold to level everyone up, but I forgot to. And when we got into the fight, I was like, oh no. I wanted to level everyone up to like level 10 or something if I could afford it. But we'll just level them up at the start of this next chapter. Why does Dorothea never get magic on level up? See, Hubert does it. Well, that's a really good level up for Hubert. Yo, strength and magic up. You're going to be Immortal Savant. With that speed stat as well, I don't remember exactly what speed does in this game, but that seems like it's going to be good, getting you to Immortal Savant. Strength up. Love to see it. Ooh, really good level up. Any level up where you get like 5+ stats to it, I consider a good level up, even if it's not necessarily the statistics you wanted. Like, just getting 5+1 seems pretty pog to me. Rogue is almost level 60, and I gotta level up the others.
I won't let myself stop.
Oh, I wanted to get Caspar to be the MVP. Oh well, that gets Rogue to 16, which means we can level up other characters further. Ooh, that's an insanely good level up. Everything but speed. Don't mind if I do. Windsweep finally leveled up. Perfect. Perfect. Dorothea's Thunder is getting close to level 30. Or level 30. I meant to say level 3. Where'd I get 30 from? Imagine. That's my favorite way to count. 1, 2, 30.
What a fascinating power.
Emperor's Ploy. Interesting.
Hey, anything that makes me stronger.
Speed stat affects the timer for the Awakening Gauge. Very, very good. Very good. Hello, everyone who has shown up in chat. I see a lot of new names. Glad to have you. Voice actor for Ferdinand different? He sounds different for some reason? No, I believe it's still, what's his name? He just passed away. R.I.P. Billy Kometz. I believe that Billy Kometz, I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right, unfortunately recently passed away, but I believe he did all of his voice lines for this game before he did, so... Very, very unfortunate. He will be missed. He did great work as Ferdinand and Maruki. This probably is the last role that he did, yeah. More than likely. Rusted weapons are, like, insanely good. I think someone in chat said they're really good, at least. But I'm pretty sure in the normal game as well, if you, like, restore rusted weapons, they're, like, really good. Venin Lance +4, Venin Bow. I gotta look at equipping these new weapons. I keep getting weapons from stuff and not equipping them like I should be. My cabbages! Ooh, okay. Edelgard and Monica at rank C. Love it. Constance is now playable. Adrestian Empire, level 10. Okay, not bad, not bad. Got another mage. So many mages. And we got Happy, who is also a mage. They're just all mages all day. So those are Ash and Wolves characters. Yo, 10 Renown. Nice. Renown and main quests. Winning a main quest battle will grant you renown. You will receive greater renown for clearing the main quest battle while capturing as few regions as possible. So I'm not going to be getting a lot of renown then because I like getting to do all of the missions. I would rather capture as many regions, if not all of them, as possible. Renown can be exchanged for various items in your personal quarters. Yeah, you could, like, get stat boost stuff, right? So I guess the game, like... If you take less areas, you get more renown, which then you can then turn into stat buffs. But then you get less combat, which means less normal leveling.
Garreg Mach, you remain ever as resplendent as the day I left you.
The place cannot be so dear to your heart that it requires inferior poetry for an introduction.
Inferior? I will have you know that line comes from one of my favorite operas. However, I concede I may have gotten carried away, what with my head still swimming from battle.
Hey, I know exactly what you mean. Something about Garreg Mach is just special. And our victory here is gonna have a huge impact on the war, right?
Yes, this should be enough to lure some of the more indecisive nobles into our camp.
I only wish I could vanquish the guilt I feel for turning on the church like this.
Still, it was my decision to fight by 80's side, and I stand by it to the end.
I see. In that case, proceed as planned. Deploy the pursuit units immediately.
At once, Your Majesty.
So, Rhea and the others escaped with the help of a great white beast, did they?
Ah, she took on her Immaculate One form.
Almost as if the Immaculate One that saved St. Seros has returned from the mists of legend.
And yet they're one and the same. Because I already played 3 houses, so I know this. Is this game taking place during the time skip? No, this game is actually like a complete retelling of 3 houses. Like, it's its own thing, I think. It's like an alternate universe setup kind of deal. And I'm loving it.
Although, it's a bit unnerving the way it sprung out of nowhere.
I knew we shouldn't have messed with Lady Rhea. She can be so scary.
So scary that she turns into a dragon.
I'm just going to go back to my room and stay there until forever, okay? Okay.
Do as you like, Bernadetta, but realize your father will be arriving in Garreg Mach soon. This is the seat of the Church of Seros, and as bishop, his place is here.
Really? In that case, I think I'll just forget about the monastery and go with you.
Good. Just be aware we may be marching for the kingdom next.
The kingdom? I possess no love for the cold, but I will try to grin as I am bearing it. Point at the path to your foes and I will be hunting them to their final breath.
Don't get ahead of yourself, Petra. Whether we capture or kill will depend on the foe.
Felix, please. Felix, please. Felix, please. Felix, please. Felix, please.
Now then, enough wasting time. We need to find Rhea, and we need her alive.
I'm crossing my fingers and hoping. It would be so fitting because Felix is always like, oh, I have no loyalty. All I care about is strength. We're the strongest, Felix. Please.
Two years ago, I never would have imagined we'd be fighting a war like this.
You didn't play Golden Deer, right? I did play Golden Deer. When the game first came out, I think I actually did 2 runs of Black Eagles back to back, if I remember right. But I did Black Eagles when I played, and that was on my own time. I did a Golden Deer run on the channel with my friend Slyro. We did that together. And on my own time, I did half of a Blue Lions run, and I've never done the church route. I got to, like, the chapter before the time skip of Blue Lions, but I got distracted with other games and just wasn't in the mood for Fire Emblem at the time. So I've never done Blue Lions route fully, and I haven't done the church route of 3 Houses. I also haven't played the DLC, even though I own it. I really should.
You say fighting, but I think you mean instigating. Let's be fully clear about our role in all of this. Still, this is a positive turn of events for you, yes?
How do you mean?
When a war breaks out, every mercenary in the land starts crawling out of the woodwork. And those associates you happen to be working with should be tough enough to take on you-know-who.
Ah, yes. The Ashen Demon.
Geralt's mercenaries. Yeah, good point.
I guess Geralt is, like, alive and kicking right now, isn't he? I didn't consider that.
And then you can give them their just desserts or die trying.
Could have done without that last part. Thanks.
Relax, relax. You know I'm on your side. Our destinies are forever intertwined.
Dude, I love the way they're handling this new character with Shez. I absolutely love the way they've taken this so far.
Listen up, boy. You're not going to believe this.
Judith, do you think you could ease up on the whole boy thing? I'm your fearless leader now, remember?
Claude, until you grow a beard, she's not gonna call you anything other than a boy.
But sure, tell me what happened.
You might want to take a seat for this. Garreg Mach Monastery has fallen. Not even the great knights of Seiros could stop the invaders' overwhelming numbers.
Wait, what? That's not possible. They should still be days away from the monastery. How did they manage to deliver an army of that size to the gates of Garreg Mach so quickly? Unless... this can't be happening. Did Count Gloucester turn? And Acheron too?
I'm afraid both houses fly Imperial colors now. House Phlegethon yielded the north side of the Great Bridge of Myrddin, and Gloucester waved them right on through.
Those filthy liars! When I warned them the Empire was raising an army, they couldn't stop puffing their chests and crowing about how they'd hold the border. But it looks like the Empire had already gotten to them. This is all my fault for not keeping my ear to the ground.
I'm afraid that wouldn't have helped, fearless leader. All the dirty dealings were handled via letter.
But now I've lost the initiative. And against Edelgard, no less. She can come at the Alliance with gloves off now. This is a real problem. What is it?
Sir, we have an unexpected guest. It's, Lord Holst of House Goneril.
Holst? What's the strongest man in Leicester doing at my door? Besides thinking about battering it down, I mean.
You can ask him yourself, sir. He is present.
Apologies for dropping by without warning, my lord.
Isn't this the guy that they never show the face of, even though they say he's the greatest of all time in 3 Houses? I think I vaguely remember in my playthrough with Slyro was saying, like, oh yeah, it's a meme in the community that, like, Holst is this amazing, unstoppable man, but you literally never even see him.
I just happened to be near Deirdre when word reached me about Garreg Mach.
I didn't realize you were in our neck of the woods, Holst, but please, come make yourself at home. As fate would have it, I was just pulling my hair out over the exact same problem. Can you believe that Count Gloucester? He turned on us like it was nothing.
Oh my goodness, they're actually gonna show him. Dude, he looks like, immediately I just thought of Blast from One Punch Man. Like the strongest hero in One Punch Man. Oh, dude, this is gonna be great.
If I don't handle this situation with the Empire delicately, it will fracture the Alliance. If you have any sage advice, now would be a great time for it. Or muscle. I'll take muscle if that's what I can get.
I came here to help however I can.
Look at that chin.
We must work together to keep Leicester safe, and more importantly, free.
Garreg Mach has fallen to the Empire, Your Majesty.
Look at that 5 o'clock shadow.
I did not expect it would last long. Is Lady Rhea safe?
I cannot believe that they actually gave Dimitri a respectable haircut.
Yes, she escaped and is on her way here with a small force.
I see.
This won't be like granting asylum to your standard refugee. If we take the Archbishop in, it will be tantamount to declaring war on the very Empire. Is that a risk you're willing to accept, Your Majesty?
It is. We have already thoroughly discussed the matter with the Kingdom's lords. Even if I refrain from deciding publicly one way or the other, the Empire will still insist that we hand Lady Rhea over. The Kingdom's people and government are too frail to stand without the Holy Church's support. I agree with her ultimate goal, but such a situation calls for gradual reform over time. The Emperor's desire to tear it up rapidly will not do.
Then it is a good thing we've prepared for such contingencies. I will start by sending a party to ALL to welcome our new guests.
Thank you. I would go myself if I could, but I'm needed here to prepare for the war. For now, send messengers to Counts Galatea and Karen, imploring them to muster troops for our defense. Oh, and send for House Fraldarius as well. Let's make sure our new Duke earns his title.
Grave news, Your Majesty.
Is Felix the Duke of Fraldarius right now and Rodrigue isn't? Is that what that line just meant?
What is it now?
Count Rowe has declared fealty to the Empire and is marshaling his troops as we speak.
Oh, Felix, please.
Also, one of his bannermen, Lord Lenato, is moving to hunt down and slay the Archbishop.
We have long held our suspicions about House Rowe, but I never expected their actions to plunge us into war.
And after all the discussions we've had to prevent exactly this, he must believe his reason is just.
Well, most people usually do believe their reasons are just. No, I don't want the answer to anything, chat, unless I specifically ask for it. Anytime I want chat to tell me, like, oh, this yes or no, is I will ask chat directly. Anything else is just me speculating for the sake of commentating my playthrough. Also, Nova, what's up, dude? I'm loving the game. This is so much fun. I am absolutely in love with Three Hopes right now.
Very well, then. Our plans have changed. I will go and meet with Lady Rhea personally, and House Fraldarius will serve as my guard. Inform Galatea and Karen. They are to gather their troops in Erebus and Geraint lands.
Galatea is Ingrid. I assume Karen is Sylvain? Maybe? I don't remember the last name Karen. I just remember Galatea because it's such a unique name, and Fraldarius because I love Felix.
Lord Lenato was once a faithful servant to the crown. Will you now see him executed?
But I thought Lenato, is Lenato's the guy you fight in, like, Chapter 4 of Three Houses who takes the legendary spear and turns into a whatchamacallit? Isn't he? Isn't that Sylvain's brother? Oh no, Lord Lenato is, Lord Lenato was the one who was related to Ash that you have to fight earlier in the game. Mikhail is Sylvain's brother. Right. Okay. Sorry. I haven't played Three Houses since I did the Golden Deer playthrough, and that was like, what, 2 years ago? A year ago? It's been a minute.
I have no mercy for traitors, no matter their pasts. On the contrary, I have an obligation to protect the kingdom from his kind. We've struggled long to attain this peace. I will not permit the Empire to crush it beneath their foot now.
Okay, yeah, the fog map. I remember the fog map. I remember who Lonato is now. I got Lonato and Mikhail mixed up because they're both related to Three Houses characters early in the chapters in Three Houses. I remember now.